Well, if you're paying attention to what's going on in our world, then you probably feel it. COVID-19, increasing numbers are having an impact on our daily lives. The presidential and other elections, the closeness, the uncertainty associated with that, and the possible impacts on our lives as a result, all of it results in stress, and in some cases, not an insignificant amount of it. I'm going to an authority on stress this morning. Dr. Seem Shah is the Executive Vice Chair of the Menninger Department of Psychiatry at Baylor College of Medicine. Good morning to you, Dr. Shah. You're telling me that every time there's an election, there's an uptick in stress related to them. How so?
Absolutely. You know, I've been doing this for a long while, and you're right. For the last at least 12 to 16 years, I'm seeing that. And election stress is something which existed even hundreds of years ago, because people get fixated to the election. They get fixated to whoever they think needs to win. And if that person doesn't win, the stress is there. And the stress persists for a long while in some people.
Well, what can we do to ease the stress that's associated with that sort of thing? That's more important. I think you and I both agree that stress is a part of life. It's how you handle it is what the difference is. How do we handle the stress? What's the best way?
There are many things one can do. So first thing is that usually the stress comes by watching news. So people who are on the anxious side, they need to set boundaries for the news. They need to watch the news, they need to listen to the news, but they don't need to be glued to the news. So maybe half hour a day, maybe 1 hour a day, that is something they can do. Maybe they need to unplug from social media. That's the best for them. Also, they need to self-care, because if you feel that you're getting anxious, nervous, you have symptoms of election stress, you need to take care of yourself, because if you don't, then there's going to be a problem. Also, I think even before the election, people need to be prepared to expect difficult conversations. And because election is going to go one way or the other. So 40 to 50% of the people may be stressed regardless. And they need to be very aware of that. And they need to try to do something about how to take care of these difficult conversations and create a daily routine. That always is helpful.
You talked about sometimes if the stress gets too much, it's not a good thing. What should we watch for to see, okay, now this is coming to a part where it's really going to be unhealthy for me?
Some stress, like you said, is normal. It's going to happen. I think the symptoms to watch for is that if somebody is completely withdrawn, very irritable, keeping to themselves, not doing things, maybe not eating, not enjoying things, not going out, and getting into arguments with other people, that's something to watch for. That's when you need to teach them the coping skills of maybe acknowledging and accepting your feelings, talking to others, trying to write it down. And again, be very patient. Religion and politics are two things which is best to not to talk about with other people, because it can end in an argument.
So allowing me to just lie down on your couch for just a moment to have this conversation, now that I am fully stressed and I'm just borderline going to call in sick, what you say coping, what kind of things can you tell me to help me get to the next stage so I can sleep, because I'm not getting the sleep that I need to have? I'm irritable, all of those things. What can you tell me that's going to help me get to another safe level?
Sure. This election is a little bit different than the previous elections, although the most important thing is people usually worry about their finances. People worry about their jobs. People worry about their, security and those kind of things. Whoever wins, this is a great country. You have to remember that the basic policies mostly stay the same. There are some policies which change, but not every single policy change. Politicians do promise a lot of things, but not everything is going to change. So that's something which is reassuring for a lot of people, that whoever wins, their day-to-day life is not going to change. So if you're on my couch, the first thing I'm going to advise is whoever wins, your day-to-day life may or may not change with that person's win or lose, number one. Number two is that even if your candidate didn't win and you are stressed, the best thing to do is to look for future, exercise your voting right, and try to be calm and respectful of others' mandate, because this is democracy. This is going to happen. Don't be glued too much to the news, and try to self-care and try to be calm and accept the results, because again, not a whole lot is going to change in your day-to-day life.
I feel so much better, Dr. Shah. Thank you for that. Thank you for allowing us to lie on your couch this morning. We appreciate it, sir.